Over the past couple of years, we've witnessed the rapid emergence of new technologies and a surge in the use of social media. However, we're also seeing a rise in threats from cybercriminals and online fraudsters. As more people embrace the digital world, many are unaware of the importance of online safety and the risks involved. Joining us this week is cybersecurity expert and founder of CyberSafe Foundation, Confidence Stavely, who will share her insights on how we can better secure our presence online. Confidence, I think you would agree that as more people go online, the issue of safety is often overlooked, which poses significant risk. Now, as a cybersecurity expert, what are some of your recommendations on how to better secure our online presence?
One of the first things I would say about how everyday people can keep themselves safe online is to secure their accounts with a strong password, and even go beyond having a strong password, but also turn on two-factor authentication everywhere possible. I say this because a lot of times cyber safety is hampered from the fact that they don't have strong defenses. Like you won't have your door, you won't leave your house and leave your door open or your gate open. You will lock it, or you have a security person at the gate, or you would have barbed wire fences. That's the same way we need to protect our accounts, our social media accounts, our email accounts. The next key tip I'm going to give everyone here listening to me right now is to also have an antivirus software installed on your devices. This is going to help you be able to detect, viruses and many other types of malware. By malware, I mean harmful code for your devices. So it's important to have that. But it's also very important to be able to know harmful emails or malicious emails from ordinary communications, because that's the way most cyber attacks begin. They begin by sending you an email that is harmful. From there, you click a link, you provide additional information that is confidential, or do something that puts you at risk. So it's important to do that, and you're able to tell which email is genuine from the one that is not. Another key tip I'm going to give is updating your defenses. It's important that when you have your phone or any other device, you constantly look out for updates, because those updates give you more security features to keep your phones and every other device or tool that you use secure and safe. I like to say it makes it obonge, stronger for you.
Now let's talk about cyber attacks, which are a growing concern. What are some simple ways to detect and respond to them?
Thank you so much. I really like the idea of, discussing this, detection and response, because a lot of people usually just talk about detection, but don't talk about response. And for detection, I want to say that first and foremost, you need to know how something behaves, and if it doesn't behave the same way, you quickly are able to pick it up. A lot of the tools and platforms that we use as it has to do with technology these days, generally will give you those signs. So, for example, the social media accounts. In your settings and in your security settings, most platforms that you currently use will tell you where you're currently logged into. So you should keep an eye on where your accounts are logged in from, to be able to know if anything seems unfamiliar to you or something looks off before it gets too late. Because sometimes before you know it, you're logged out of your business account and you no longer have your storefront anymore, or your website is hacked and you no longer have access to your storefront anymore, and it's, funds are diverted somewhere else. Or before you know it, your files are locked and you don't have any way of accessing those files anymore for your business, or you're locked out of the way you make money, basically speaking. So it's important that you know how these things behave, and you keep an eye on the monitoring tools you put in place. And this is where know what you have is very important. Okay, it's important that you then look at how they will behave on a good day. A good tip I would also share here is having some monitoring tools, and that's where an antivirus could also help. And some other tools that we've bundled in this toolkit as well that can help you monitor what's happening across your devices, monitor what's happening across your network. And some of these tools, for example, can monitor who is on your network and who is connected to your Wi-Fi, because from there on, a lot of cyber criminals can walk around laterally within your organization. So it's important that you have the monitoring tools. And then on the detection side of things as well, when you monitor and you do the right things with the settings, you should get alerts when something is wrong, or you should get to know when something is wrong. And knowing what to do when something is wrong is very important. From the personal perspective, I mean, one of the key ways you can respond to cyber attacks in the case of maybe your card being stolen or money's being pulled out of your account is to quickly, first and foremost, have the short code for your bank to quickly stop debit on your account. That is one way, from a personal perspective, that you can respond to cyber attacks. So for anyone listening to the sound of my voice right now, if you do not know what short code your bank uses to quickly, from any phone, stop debits on your account, you should concern yourself with finding that out. And generally speaking, it's important to always have cybersecurity professionals on speed dial for in case you have any incidents that need to be responded to.
Confidence, cybercrime is one of the most common forms of international crimes, and it is constantly on the rise. Do you think we're giving this threat the level of attention it needs as a country?
I would say yes and no. We have done considerably a good amount of work towards cybercrime issues. One, we have an updated national cybersecurity strategy that has been created by using globally recognized standards, globally recognized ways of doing it. Basically, it's been created using or pulling together resources from different industries. So it was more like a multi-stakeholder approach to creating this strategy. So, and that's very fantastic. Where we are lagging behind right now is implementing a lot of the plans that are put together in that strategy. And I'm hoping that the agencies involved very soon be able to secure everything they need to begin to do that, because it takes a lot for that strategy to be implemented. Another key thing I want to mention here as well is, as a people, we tend to also grapple with many other economic issues. So it can be sort of understandable why, until someone is a victim, they won't prioritize cybersecurity. But I also want to signpost here as well that the risk or what people stand to lose by not prioritizing cybersecurity, and what as a country we tend to lose, is very, very high. Case in point is the reputation we're losing as a country around, well-meaning citizens going about their businesses because of the rate of cybercrime that's emanating from our country. And the people who are doing legitimate businesses, get to pay the price for this particular reputation that we have so badly earned ourselves. So as a country, I believe that we can do more. We can do more from the perspective of not just looking at cybercrime and discouraging cybercrime from just punitive measures, but also other ways that we can boost our economy to give young people other options and make cybercrime less and less attractive to them, for them to go in that route. Because right now, cybercrime is a crime that has low entry barriers and very high benefits. To be very, 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 very factual here.
Well, Confidence, let me take you back a bit. You made reference to the national cybersecurity policy and strategy. How effective is it in addressing current cybersecurity risks in the country?
I would say that because of the multi-stakeholder approach it was given, and very, very up-to-date risk that were highlighted in that document, it is by itself a very good document that we can definitely, implement and get us up to speed. I would say that if you look at our strategy side by side, a lot of other strategies across Africa, Nigeria's strategy is very good. There were very great experts put together to create it. However, it will then come from, not just that document being a guide, but also seeing that document play out. And that's where we are sort of, experiencing a bit of a lacuna there. We need to be able to see that strategy really implemented and see the benefits of implementing. Because a key thing to note as well is that when our growing digital economy is threatened by cyber risk and cyber issues, we, as a technology giant of Africa, we are definitely losing quite a lot from all of the prospects of prosperity that the digital economy can give us as a nation if cybercrime remains at this level.
Thank you, Confidence, for being a part of the show this week. It's always a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.